Hello everyone, my name is Beruz and today I want to show you how to use the Revit and open the Revit. Let's get started. So now we are just double clicking in a Revit file. I'm just using 2018 but it depends on your software that you want, but I'm going to show you 2018. So when you open and click on the Revit 2018, the first page that is showing in is in here. We have a two area that we have to focus it on at the first time, but now we skip the family area and we are focused on the projects. So typically we are using the open file that you already worked on, and here is going to be recent project that you already work with. But if you want to create a new project, you need to start with the new. So when you click on the new column, so you can see there's a template file in here, but there's nothing in there. You can just click the browse file and the library file is appear. So the library is everything that Revit give you as a template. So you have a load family, you have a generic, US imperial, and US metric. So these two is gonna be your template file for the project. So some people in Canada, in US, they're using imperial, and some in the Middle East using the metric. So we are going to the imperial, and then there's a different template that you can see in here for the electrical, mechanical, plumbing, residential. So we are just started with the default to going to there. But when you open it and then you click OK, you can see the AutoCAD, the Revit file trying to change and upgrade the file 2017 to 2018. And you can see here we just waste our time to doing that. But I just want to show you how to change the file and you don't need to waste your time anymore to your upload your template, and it's very quick. So when you go into when you open the file as a div file, you're going to the save as, and then instead of going to the project you can save as a template. So when you save as a template, that I already did it, so in here I just changed the file default to 2018, and then when you save as 2018, we are doing that, and then after that when you close your template and you want to open the new template again, and you can see the 2018, but 2018 0.1 is there. It doesn't matter, you can just use in the 2018 and then open it, and there's nothing happen, and then you don't need to waste your time anymore. So let's start it with the toolbars in here. So the first name of the toolbars that we are very using and is very useful is architecture. So in architecture, there's a wall, doors, windows, components. The components is there's a two option in here. There's a place a component or modeling place. So what's the difference between these two? I will let you know later on. But if you need to place any template, like any blocks, like in AutoCAD one, so we already had a block. But in here we have some template in Revit that you don't need to worry about it, like desk, like the parking space, like the other uh, objects that you needed. So, and then if you need to desk, to put the desk on there, you can just simply click it, and then this desk is appear to your model. And also here, the modeling place, you can just create for your own. Like as we can see in the picture, you can see you can change the shapes as you need it, and then you can just create it by yourself. And also here, there's two different kinds of column. So there's an architectural column and structure column. It's very important that later on, and I will talk about it later. And other objects like roof, ceiling, floor, railing, stairs, and everything in here. So the second one is a structure one, that if you need to create your structure, especially for the architecture one or in the civil engineering. So most part it is going to be here to slab, your isolated, your wall, beam, and column. So the important part in here that we are all the time use it is properties and project browser. So these two we are using as a right hand and left hand in our project. So let's get started with the properties. So in the properties, if you have any kinds of wall, doors, windows, for example, we want to create a wall. So here, when you click the wall, you can see there's a property up here based on the wall. So there's a different types of wall in here when you click it on there, and then there's a different walls, different isolated and interior, exterior. We are started with the generic one, and then when you just draw the file like 72, you can see in here they just explain to you or define you what type of wall do you drawing. So in here I just draw this type of wall that is 8 inches thickness, and the base concentrate is level 1, and the height is 20 feet, and then there's other option in here. So when you click on the wall, again is up here. So this property is going to be showing you how see the walls, or how to change the wall later on. And then in the right side there's a project browser that you can see in the level 1. There's a floor plan, ceiling plan, elevation, and section, and also the sheets. That is very important for us. So in the floor plan there's a level 1, level 2. If you need to change the level or rename the level, you can just click the right click on there, and then you change the name. And also there's a ceiling plan that you can just see on the top of your head, and also there's a elevation. As you can see, there's a level 2 and level 1. There's different levels over there, and this is the wall that we already draw it before, and this is the desk that we put it there before that. So there's a 4 different elevations, but as you can see in here, there's no any section on there. So how we can find it? So if you want to show the section in here, you have to create the section. So as a template, you don't have any kind of section files in here until you draw it. So there's a 2 other options that you can just create the section. One in the top that you can see in here, there's a bunch of tools that is very useful to use it. So you can see, is it in the section, and when you create one, you have to click once and then drag it, and then click again. So what does it mean for this? That this dashed line show you how far you want to see the objects. Like if I want to stay until here and your desk is going to be here, this section doesn't cover the desk. But when you change it to here, it means that you need to show your desk too. So I can just put there to see that. So after you draw the section and change your visibility, you can see in here there's a section appear. Now you can see the desk, but when you click on there and then change yours, in section you can see the desk. That one is very useful one. And also you can just go into the view and the toolbar, and the toolbar there's a section on the here that's very useful. So some people ask question about the AutoCAD has very shortcut keys and everything, but in Revit we couldn't find it. So absolutely Revit has a short key or shortcut key, but some people don't understand that how they can find it. So when you go to the view file, you can go to the user interface, and then at the end of the name you can see the keyboard shortcuts. Also you can just use the KS as a key shortcut, and then when you click on there you can see there's a bunch of different of shortcut keys is in here. So yeah, so all components in here and all comments is you can just create a shortcut. Some of these doesn't have it, so it means that you have to doing that, but some of them is already has it. So if you need it, or if you really need to doing that, you can just go in there and see that. So like the visibility graphic, VV or double V or VG, and if you want to find it, FR, and also when you're going down, structure, framing, and also in some other areas too. So there's a bunch of shortcut keys in here, and if you need to just click on one of these, like for the bold, Control B is that there. If you want to change or edit this one, so you can just create a new one in here, like you can just say that SS and then assign so that yes, sorry, it's going to be it already existed SS. So now we can just, if you need to change it, so you can just go in there and remove it, and then you can just say control B or shift B or control B, and then you can just assign it. So here they said that you need to use the control to doing that, so the control B assign. So if you need to change it, you have to create a control like control F. So the shortcut is reserved. So you can just use it the control N. Sorry, is there. So control L. and then you can just assign it. So if you add two uh, key shortcuts, so you are able to doing that, but if you don't need it, you can just remove it. Okay, and now we just say okay. And also, if suddenly the properties or the project browser is closed, like I trying to see something in here but it's not clear and suddenly it's closed, and also this one is closed. So how we can find it? All these options that is appear in the right and left, you have to go to the view again, going to the user interface, and then you can see that the project browser and your property appear. So you have to go to view, user interface, property, and project browser. And also the shortcut keys as well within the user interface. Okay, now we are going to the plan, floor plan, and then you can just delete this one, and you can see again section is disappeared because there's no one in section in here. So when you create a wall, there's a green bar in here is appeared. So what is the define of all these are? So when you just create any kind of shape of wall in here, and then when you click on that, there's a property in here. So if you want to change, your height and everything in here, you can just change it as here. Like if you this wall, you need to change it to the 8 feet, so you can just change to the 8 feet, and then when you come and click on here, you can see this one is 8 inches and this one is 20 inches, 20 feet, 8 feet and 20 feet. So when you click on this one, there's a top concentrate, and then in the east or north, you can see your level is up 10, but your wall is 20. So what you have to do to, if you have more than one wall, like if you draw 20 walls and then suddenly you figure out that, you know what, my level of the wall is 20, but I need to change to the 10. So what you can just do, one option is select all walls in here. As you can see, this one is at the 8 feet. So these is going to be 20 feet. If you wanted, you can just click on here, but I don't suggest you because some of the objects like the desk or something is going to be selected again and is not going to be work it. But you can just go into the elevation, and then everything above 10, you can just select it. You can see the wall in 8 is not selected. So when you select these you have to go to the property. So the property, there's a top concentrate, that the top concentrate is unconnected. When you change it to the level 2, you can just see all walls is drop it down to the 10 feet and it's going to the level 2. So this is very cool and magic option that you already have. But some people decided to work very precisely and they don't want to change or edit everything after that. So if you're going to the level 1 and press the wall, in the green bar, you can see there's a height like 20 feet. So if you don't want to, or if you want to change any height in the future one, like if you want to draw 10 walls straight. So when you change this wall to 10 and then start into drawing, all walls that you can just drawing is 10 feet. And this one is going to be easy for you to start, and then later on you can see there's a 10 again, 10 again. Okay, so after drawing, you can just decide to change your wall type. Like this one is going to be 8, but you decided to change it to the interior, or change the concrete, or bigger or smaller. So when you click on one of these, for example like this one, so you can also change any types of wall at the same time. Like I just change it to 12 inches, which is 1 foot, and then you go in there, you can see there's a different one. This is 8, this is 12, and this is 8 again. So what's the problem that if you want to create a wall in here, but you cannot see anything in here that is belongs to you? Or for example, if you want to create a wall that is 10 inches, so there's no any 10 inches wall in here. So what do we have to do? So now you can just use any kind of generic model like the 8, 6, or 5. It doesn't really matter at this point. You can just click on the 8 inches, and then you can just go into the edit type. So in here, there's a construction, there's a graphic, material, and properties. So in here you can see the width is going to be 8 inches, but unfortunately it's not clear and is not changeable. So what you have to do, so you need to go to the structure and then select it, edit, and then you are able to create or change your structure and thickness and everything. And also in here that you can see the insert, you can just add or remove all different layers. So there's another cool option that in here is that the preview. So in the preview you can just see your floor plan or section that see how many layers or how many layers is in there. So for example, if you want to add one layer and the thickness, just want to go there to see if you want to create like 5 inches in here, there's another one is here. So in total you have to be sure that this wall is not anymore 8 inches. It's going to be 1.1 foot 1 inches. So but I don't want to change here, because if you change here, your template file in the family is going to be herded. So what we have to do, we have to duplicate a file before change anything. When you click to the duplicate, you can see there's a generic 8 inches number 2. You can just change the name to the 10 inches and then going to OK. So now you create a new template as a generic 10 inches, but the width is still 8 inches. So now you can just go into the edit file and then change this 8 inches to 10 inches. And then you need to click on OK, and then OK again. And you can see in here there's another one is appear, and also you didn't hurt any other family as well. So in 10 you can just create a new file, new wall, and then that's it. There's another cool option in here in the green bar. When you start to create a wall, that, for example, if you have a measurement, and then your measurement say that your interior wall should be, for example, 5 feet. So when you just starting to create a wall, even if you want to start from here, you can see there's a center line appear, and then you cannot create your file appropriately, because you need to, like, the first wall should be 5 feet, and the second one should be 10 feet, and you can see in here it's going to be started from the center. So what we have to do, so if you want to start it from the inside of here instead of the center one, so you need to go into the location line, and then you have to choose the finish face interior that you can see is going to be coming from interior, or you can just change to the finish face exterior, and then it's created in here. And then if you need the interior wall for this wall as a 10 feet, you can easily draw it. And this file from here to here is going to be 10 feet, or from here to here is going to be 10 feet. So when you draw the wall, you have to be careful what do you want to draw. If you want to go into the center line, it's going to be coming from center one. But if you want to change to the interior or exterior, you have to care about these. So today I just show you how to use the Revit and how to create a new file. But if you like, or if you want me to continue with this free lesson, just comment below and ask me a question, so I will answer you as soon as possible. If you like it, just like and subscribe my channel. I will see you again. So have a good day, take care, and bye bye.